Hi, Mitch Jackson, Jackson and Wilson. Each year in the United States, there are over 5 million dog bites and dog attacks. Of these 5 million dog bites, about 350,000 require emergency room care and treatment. A majority of dog bite victims and dog attack victims happen to be young children, and I think we can probably understand the reason why. Kids will run up to a dog, they'll put their face down next to a dog, they'll reach out with their hand and try to pet a strange dog, and the dog snaps back or the dog attacks and a young child is severely injured. A majority of injuries that we see are facial injuries and injuries to one or both hands. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is that about 40% of Americans are dog owners, and that equates to about 50 million dogs in the United States. So the laws developed over the years here in the state of California and across the United States, but I'm talking to you about California law, that there is no one bite rule in California. If your dog bites somebody, injures somebody, attacks somebody, and that also includes another animal, then you're legally responsible. You're legally liable for the injuries and the damages relating to the dog bite and the dog attack. So let me talk a little bit about that for the remainder of this video. Before I go into detail about what your rights are under California law if you're a victim of a dog bite or dog attack, I'd like you to know that my family and I are dog owners, and frankly, we don't know what we'd do without our beautiful Basset Hound Blue. She loves our children to death. She makes me feel good when I come home at night. She's always happy to see you. And I'd also like you to know I grew up on a ranch in Arizona, and we always had 5 or 6 dogs running around the ranch. So we are dog owners. We love having them around. But having said that, as an attorney for the past 2 decades, we've also seen what type of injuries they can cause someone who's been attacked or bitten by a dog and how it can change somebody's life. Unfortunately, most dog bite injuries involve the face or hands. We've represented people who have had parts of their face bitten off by dogs, permanent facial scarring even after plastic surgery because of dog bites to the face, and we've also represented clients who have lost fingers and parts of their hand in dog bite or dog attack situations. Now, under California law, there's no one bite rule. What that means is if your dog bites someone, you're legally responsible for the injuries and for the damages. It's your responsibility to make sure the medical bills are taken care of, compensating that dog bite victim for the pain and suffering they've been through and for the pain and suffering they may go through for the rest of their life because of facial scarring or for the lack of being able to speak clearly because part of a lip was bitten off, part of a tongue was bitten off, or the inability to write or use a computer keyboard because fingers were bitten off or parts of a hand were bitten off. Dog bite injuries can be very, very serious cases, and if handled properly, a victim can be adequately compensated, but it does take a lot of work and effort by both the client and the law firm representing the client. Dog bite victims are entitled to be compensated and made whole for all out-of-pocket expenses associated with the attack or the bite. This would include emergency room billings. This would include ongoing medical care and treatment, both past and future. This includes any loss of earnings that have been sustained because of the dog attack. It also includes compensating a dog bite victim for pain and suffering for having gone through the attack, and in some situations with permanent scarring on the face or hands or any place else on the body for that matter, for future compensation for the pain and discomfort, the anxiety associated with permanent scarring. After being retained to represent a dog bite victim, there's about 75 different things our law firm immediately puts into motion to make sure that our clients' rights are protected and to allow us to maximize the damages of the dog bite victim's case. After being retained to represent a dog bite victim, there's about 75 different things our law firm immediately puts into motion to make sure that our clients' rights are protected and to allow us to maximize the damages of the dog bite victim's case. In many instances, professional trial exhibits are immediately put together to assist our firm with maximizing the value of our client's case, both during the settlement process, pre-trial settlement process, mediation, arbitration, and at time of trial. I'd like to show you an exhibit that we used successfully in a case that resulted in a pre-trial settlement offer being raised from $30,000 up to close to $500,000. The trial exhibit that I'm going to show you involved a 15-month-old little boy after being attacked by a dog while in a neighbor's backyard. In this particular case, after the little boy was attacked, the mother reached down to pull the dog off her screaming son, and this all happened right in front of her. As she reached down and grabbed the dog, it then jumped up, grabbed her by the throat, and took her down to the ground. So both the mother and the child had a claim against the owner of the dog for very severe personal injuries. As you can see, the graphic artist did an excellent job of depicting this young man's injuries and also showing in this trial exhibit the extent of the nerve damage that was done to his face because of an avoidable dog attack. The entire exhibit is approximately 3 by 4 feet in size, and in this particular case we had 4 to 5 different exhibits done depicting the various injuries sustained by this little boy. I understand that the trial exhibit I just showed you was somewhat graphic, but the reality of dog bite injuries and dog bite attacks are that in most instances the injuries are severe and in many cases lifelong. Today this little boy is doing fantastic, and the injuries to his face have healed very, very well, especially with the help of a board-certified plastic surgeon. For many different reasons, dog bite cases can be difficult and challenging to pursue in a court of law. Because of this fact, make sure you've got an experienced law firm protecting your legal rights and allowing you the best chance possible to maximize the damages you're entitled to under California law. With more than 2 decades of experience, we understand what our clients go through when they're the victims or their family members are victims of a severe personal injury or wrongful death. That's why we want you to know, if you have questions, give us a call. Drop us an email. Make an appointment, come by the office. It would be our pleasure to answer all of your legal questions and to make sure that you're going in the right direction with respect to your legal matter. At the end of this video, I'll have information concerning how you can get in touch with us, but basically all of our contact information is at our website at www.jacksonwilson.com. Thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to your questions or comments. Have a wonderful day, and remember to make today your masterpiece.